In this episode, we are going to learn how we deal with burnt skin burn, in a natural way. So, actually, my skin got burnt this week. And this is something that the best of us can have. I'm obviously like a health coach, so people always think that I'm always 100% healthy, only having healthy habits. But the thing is, when I arrived in Bali here, I was very protective about my skin, and I was wearing sunscreen and a hat and like covering up all the time. And then yesterday I went to visit the waterfalls, and yeah, it was just so much exposure to sun in such a short time. And one of the things I learned about yesterday is that it would have been better if I would have had more skin exposure the last weeks instead of going from zero to everything. So even though I did put on sunscreen, it just wasn't enough for my skin because I went from zero to too much. So this is also something that we can learn. We can learn from our mistakes. We're just humans. So don't expect yourself to be perfect, and don't get mad about yourself because you have a skin burn. It happens to the best of us. And of course, it's important to build healthy habits. And I think that using protection and sunscreen is very important. But when you are traveling, like I said, it's important to also like gradually build up the sun exposure. So in this episode, I want to talk to you about what you have to do when your skin got burnt. Because a lot of people, they just would do nothing. But there's something going on in the body that needs to be taken care of. That's the redness asking our attention. And when the sun has burnt our skin, we have damaged skin cells. There is this oxidative stress from the UV damage, and it's a lot of our cells are broken and need to be repaired, and that's why you have the inflammation, so the redness and the painfulness, because your skin is kind of in shock of all this damage that has happened and wants to repair your skin. And when you have a skin burn, you're also dehydrated. So I want to quickly just give you 3 steps that I use to really help you after this. The 3 steps are cool down, the second one is hydrate, and the third one is repair. But I'm going through them each step by step. So the first one, cool down, is the thing you need to do first after your skin got burned. So go out of the sun, go into the shade. If possible, go inside and put on the air conditioning so your skin has a chance to cool down. Because, it has been very hot because of the sun. This is really important to cool down the inflammation. And you can also use some products for this, like aloe vera, for example. You could use fresh aloe vera from the plant, just cut it in half, put it on your skin. This is like the best thing ever. Maybe you have aloe vera gel in the fridge. That would also be really good because then it's really cool. It will really help your skin. But all things aloe vera just is really cooling down the skin. You can put it straight on the burnt skin. It's not going to be painful. It's going to be like this really soothing effect. Another one I really like is calendula. Actually, right now I don't have any aloe vera gel with me, so I have been using calendula. This is made of a flower, calendula flower, which is like this beautiful little orange flower, which has medicinal properties. It's really good for the skin. Actually, all sorts of skin conditions. So not only like skin burn, but also like rashes or allergy or anything that's like red on your skin. Like it's gonna soothe down your skin. Really good to calm down. It feels really nice when you put it on. What you can also do is take a shower, but then make sure it's not a hot shower, of course, because you want to cool down the skin. It doesn't need to be 100% cold. That's also kind of a shock for your body. So it can just be like lukewarm, cold-ish water. That's also really good. So make sure you go out of the sun when you see that you are sunburned. This is like the most important thing, to not make it worse. And then, so the second thing after you cool down is hydrating yourself from inside out. because your skin has become very dry because all the fluid in your skin has just vaporized because of the warmth of the sun. So you need to drink a lot of water so you can hydrate yourself from inside out. And be sure you don't drink anything that is dehydrating you, like alcohol or coffee are like a no-go. Just skip them until your skin is healed. And it's really good to drink everything with the electrolytes. For example, coconut, cucumber, watermelon. What else do you have? Yeah, you could also, if you don't have anything of those, you can also just put some lemon juice and some salt in your mineral water. That would also be great. But drink lots of water, really, because this is really going to help to hydrate the skin again, because now after your sunburn, it's going to be very dry. So it will have difficulties healing. So after you cool down and you hydrate it yourself, it's time to repair the skin. And you can do this from inside out and from on your skin. So from inside out, I really recommend taking the supplement called zinc. Zinc has multiple sources of zinc. It's better to use the one that is the best, is called biglycinate. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, but in my language, in Dutch, it is bisglycinaat. So this is, you can just ask it at the pharmacist to give you the best one. And the zinc is actually this mineral that is really helping your skin's immunity system. So it is gonna help with the UV damage in your cells and the oxidative stress that you're having because of the sunburn. And it's gonna really help you clear that UV damage from inside out. So it's really, really good zinc. I can really recommend it. Like, just take a high dose when you are sunburned. And I also really like vitamin E oil. You can take vitamin E oil in supplements, but you don't find them everywhere. So you can also just have vitamin E oil if you have that. So everything vitamin E is very good also for the skin. It's gonna help you repair the skin, hydrate the skin. Like, it's very it's like a lot of really good nutrition for your skin. When you put it on, you'll see it. Like, it's really helpful. It's kind of sticky if you have pure vitamin E oil, which is also not that easy to find. So maybe if you find vitamin E oil in like a store or a pharmacy, it's not going to be 100% pure, but I have a 100% pure one, and I need to mix it like with something else, with with some oil, or like calendula cream, for example, aloe vera. Maybe it's going to mix better with calendula, because calendula cream is also quite oily and aloe vera is more like a gel, so it's not going to mix that well. Anyway, everything zinc, vitamin E, calendula, aloe vera, those are so good for your skin. If you don't have any of those, and you don't have any availability to go to the pharmacy, I think it's best for you to use any cream you have, any oil you have. Like, it could be almond oil or jojoba oil or coconut oil. Like, any oil would be good, because it's gonna hydrate your skin and protect it, and also help it repair. I would not recommend using any chemicals. Most after sun care we find in normal stores, like supermarket, for example, but also sometimes in a pharmacy, they are full of chemicals, and they actually have like alcohol inside, and they are not good for our skin. If you don't have anything, then it's better to use it, because it's gonna hydrate, so it's better than nothing. But I don't recommend like any of the commercial brands. Better to go to the pharmacy then and buy like a natural brand. So these are the three things that you have to do, right? So you have to cool down, hydrate, and repair. And then I have some extra tips. What I think that really helps is to wear natural fabric, like linen, cotton, bamboo, whatever, because that's gonna be very soft on your skin. And if you wear anything synthetic, it's not gonna help your skin repairing, because it's full of plastic, so it's isolating. It's not even like ventilating your skin. So if possible, try to use some natural fabric. Same for the fabrics where you're sleeping and like your pillow and your bedding. And then, I have like this really good bonus tip that's kind of more like niche. There's actually 3 kinds of foods that are gonna help your skin protect itself in a preventive way. The first one is carrot, the second one is sweet potato, and the third one is tomato. Yes, they are all orange because they have the same nutrition that you need to protect your skin. So if you're like going on vacation, those are like really good food to have. And I also just wanted to tell you that it's important that you don't freak out, because this happens to the best of us. And actually, having some red skin once in a while is not that bad, to be honest, especially if you take care of it in a really good way. What is really bad for like skin cancer, for example, is tanning. So deliberately going into the sun to get brown skin. I know for my listeners from Asia, this is probably something you find really crazy, because you rather want to have white skin. But in Europe and Western countries, somehow we're really obsessed with this brown skin. It's like a beauty standard. And this brown skin is gonna really be very bad for your skin. Like, this is the thing that is gonna get you skin cancer when you're older. So make sure that you break that beauty standard in your head and just reach and try to appreciate your like lighter skin, and know that it, like everybody in Asian countries, is gonna be very jealous of your white skin. It's just a really local beauty standard that I think is very crazy. Because I would rather have healthy skin than brown skin, that fits the beauty standards. But it's just really, really bad for your skin, because it's gonna, when you're getting older, your skin is not gonna look that as good anymore either. So yeah, just like a really important tip, I think. If you have any questions about this, just reach out to me. I'm very curious. Reach out on Instagram, or on Facebook, or like I'm on all of the social media. I'm very curious about your questions. And if you ever want like a health coach to help you with your health problems, I'm here for you. You can reach out. Have a nice day.